We'll subtract rational expressions and then we'll simplify if possible. We have x minus 4 over x minus 3 minus x minus 1 over 3 minus x. Now, we do not have the same denominator in these expressions, but if we take a good look at the denominators, we'll see that they're opposites of each other. And that means that if I multiply one of them by negative 1, I get the other one. And that tells us what we can do to find a common denominator for the two expressions. I'm going to multiply the second rational expression by 1 in the form of negative 1 over negative 1 to make this denominator its opposite, which is x minus 3. So I'm just going to rewrite the first expression. And then I'm going to multiply x minus 1 over 3 minus x by negative 1 over negative 1. Now, what does this give us? We've got the first expression again. When I multiply negative 1 times x, I get the opposite of x, and negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. When I do this multiplication, I get negative 3 plus x, or I can write it in this form, x minus 3. And now I've got the same denominator, so I just subtract the numerators and write that difference over the common denominator. So I have x minus 4 minus the opposite of x plus 1 over x minus 3. And be sure that you use parentheses here so that you're subtracting this entire numerator from this one. This gives us x minus 4, and removing the parentheses, I have plus x minus 1. And that's over x minus 3. And now let's just carry out these additions and subtractions in the numerator. X plus x is 2x. Negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. And the denominator is x minus 3. And I need to look and see if I can simplify, and I can't factor the numerator and denominator any more than they already are, and there are no factors in common. So this is the simplest form of the difference.